In this video, I'll show you the proven formula how to write SaaS product launch posts that will maximize your engagement. My name is Renat, and I have helped dozens of startups get millions of views during their product launches and get users, investor interest, and build their overall brand. This video is going to be really cool because we're going to get tactical and take a look at some of the most successful product launch posts out there, deconstruct them. Make sure to stick until the end because I'm going to be sharing some free resources that you can leverage in order to get the most out of your launch. Let's dive in. I've analyzed over 300 launch posts across LinkedIn and X, and the formula is very clear. You always need to have a great written launch post and a video. There wasn't a single post that didn't have a fantastic video, so something for you to keep in mind that there are two components. For the scope of this video, we're only going to be looking at the written portion. Let's get started and take a look at one of my absolute favorites. This is Icon Me. This launch post has gotten close to 10,000 comments. That's insane, and tens of millions of views across social media. Let's take a look at the post itself. Introducing Icon, the world's first AI ad maker. We're backed by Peter Thiel's foundation and other investors. Icon is like ChatGPT and CapCut, but for winning ads with AI in minutes. Here's how it works. There are 4 steps. 3-person creative team makes 30 ads per month. Icon can make 300. We work with some big brands to solve this big pain points. Icon does script writing, video editing, and all of that only for $400 per month. If you want to get our free resource, go ahead and drop a comment. First of all, the introduction is very clear. This is what we're making. It's the world's first AI ad maker. Then they sprinkle some social proof. And I absolutely love this third sentence. It's a positioning sentence that says that they're ChatGPT plus CapCut. Essentially, this is something that people are already familiar with. And when you introduce a completely new category of products, people need to compare it to something, right? If it's new, if it's never been done before, you want to create this very quick association. So this is fantastic. Then they go into how it actually works. So essentially, you upload all of your video assets, then you talk to GPT, Icon finds clips, and then you can make edits like in CapCut. To be entirely honest, I think this could be a little simplified. The sentences could be shorter and more to the point, but again, they just explain how simple it is, and the outcome you get from this is you get 10x of the videos without having a 3-person creative team. All of this social proof stuff is probably more for investors than anybody else, where they brag how, they work with Jones Road and all of those companies. I do not know who they are. And the problem that they're solving, users don't really care about it that much, to be entirely honest, but here's what they do care about. Essentially an all-in-one tool, and then the beautiful engagement tactic that they used is that you can get 1,000 winning ads that you can get inspiration from if you engage in this post by dropping a comment icon. And as you can see, they have close to 10,000 comments. This is absolutely ridiculous. And this is only on LinkedIn. Their post on X went also absolutely ballistic. Next up, we have Snow Globe. This is one of the campaigns that we did at Represent. This post has gotten close to 3,000 likes on LinkedIn and 300 comments. So let's take a look at the post itself. Today we're announcing Snow Globe, the simulation engine for AI chatbots. Snow Globe makes it easy to simulate realistic user conversations at scale, so you can reveal the blind spots where your chatbots fail and generate labeled datasets for fine-tuning them. It talks about the problem they're solving, and then this awesome metaphor for how people in a different area of artificial intelligence, specifically self-driving cars, how they use simulated scenarios, and people write their evals based on just a data set of 50 examples. Those are examples that AI should take inspiration from in order to give the output that the user desires. Here's what's great about this post. Again, we led with the launch post announcement. We used the analogy that clicks with the self-driving cars.
This car was tested on millions of scenarios.
Especially visible in the video itself. So this is a combination of the launch post and the video. And finally, there's this great human component of why they're solving this problem. Shreya has faced an issue of not having enough training data for LLMs. She realized that, why are we doing things that way? Which makes her stand out from a bunch of other companies out there, come out of college dorm rooms, and people are trying to build the next AI for X, right? Versus somebody who's been confronting the issue head on and who is a lot more experienced in that way. All right, next up is our third example. It's a company called Cluely. If you haven't seen it anywhere on X or on LinkedIn, then you've been living under the rock because it was a little controversial, but tons of companies wanted to emulate them. They have gotten over 6,000 likes on LinkedIn. And let's take a look at the launch post itself. I got kicked out of Colombia for building an AI that cheats on coding interviews. Now we raised $5.3 million to build Cluely, a cheating tool for literally everything. A completely undetectable AI that sees your screen, hears your audio, and gives you real-time assistance in any situation. Interviews, assessments, tests, sales calls, meetings, everything. And I don't think it's cheating. Every single time technology has made people smarter, the world panics. This is a little bit of an inspirational statement, but there's a difference. Humanity is at the inflection point. AI will transform the entire world and will be more disruptive than anything we've ever seen. Clearly is the bridge to a world where humans don't compete with machines, we grow with them. Okay, so this is the post. What I love about this is like a very, punchy sentence, how the guy got kicked out of Colombia to build an AI for cheating on coding interviews. Then they have social proof. They raised a bunch of money. They explain the product over here, an undetectable AI for all of these situations. And essentially the rest of the post, they talk about how we should embrace technology instead of, fighting against it. And you should be leveraging it in the day-to-day life. My absolute favorite thing about Cluely and this launch post is their positioning. There are millions of AI agents that help you do things on your computer that are going to assist you with, sales calls and note-taking and all of it. And instead, they position it as a cheating tool. And then they can reframe things like we need to be embracing technology and adopting it everywhere. This is very different from your traditional AI assistant for X. And honestly, the reason I think this post did so well is because of the video. They show an example where AI is helping someone crush their dating interview. Let's take a look at just 15 seconds of it.
Thank you.
So, how old did you say you were?
I'm 30 years old.
Your profile says you worked at Bananazon?
Yeah, I've been there for the past 8 years.
It's relatable, high stakes, and something that is very different from what you would see on LinkedIn and on tech Twitter. So great differentiation, really well done. Now that we've seen examples of 3 actual launch posts, I want to show you the formula that you see across the most viral, the most successful launches out there. So first, we want to very clearly announce what we're building without fluff, introducing a tool, introducing Icon, the world's first AI ad maker. Just the name and what it does in the easiest way to understand. Definitely do not complicate this part. Then there's a problem statement, the problem that we're solving. Making lots of ads is extremely painful. The more relatable this pain is going to be, the better your post is going to do. Also, consider using some adjectives just to twist the knife, how they say it in copywriting, to make people feel the actual pain or recall the pain that they experienced in the past. Then we have the solution, how your product solves the problem. For example, Icon remixes your existing footage into new ads, matching your production quality. So essentially, you're going to get tons and tons of new combinations without losing the quality that is the key factor for you when you're running ads. Then we have how it works. You can have a quick numbered list. Again, Icon could have done better there because it was a little too wordy. A better version of it would be Icon tags your video library, generates scripts using GPT, then matches clips to scenes, and then you can edit it very fast. Finally, we have the call to action. It needs to be absolutely frictionless. You can just tell people to check out directly, or you can use an engagement tactic. We're going to talk about those in just a second. Very important. Please do not put the link to your product in the launch post. LinkedIn is going to not promote your post organically as much if you have a link to the post in the post, and X will do the same. So what you need to do instead is to put it in the follow-up tweet or in the comment. Alternatively, you can also disguise the link by using dot in the curly brackets, and that's going to do the job. People are going to get it. And here comes a huge dilemma. What do you want the primary action to be? Do you want users to go to the website and register for the product and become paid users? Or do you want them to engage and register as well? Later on. Honestly, there is no right answer to this question. Personally, I like the engagement technique more because we can build lead lists and we can retarget people, and we can expect that some portion of their audience are also going to see it, and overall net sum, we're going to see better results. So this is definitely something that you will need to consider. But where should you make the launch post from? Should it be from the founder's account or from the company's account? I get this question so much, and the answer is 100% from the founder's account. There's some research from Refine Labs that found that personal LinkedIn profiles drive about 2.75x more impressions and 5 times more engagement. Again, people trust people, and also LinkedIn just overall amplifies the personal accounts so much more. Vulse Analytics also did an analysis of 400 million LinkedIn impressions and confirmed that employee posts, or in this case, you as a founder would be the employee of your own company, so their content gets 14x more engagement, so there's no reason to make a post on your company account. What you want to do instead is you want all of your employees or all of the team members to repost your main X or LinkedIn post and share their thoughts, of course. What is the best time to go live with your launch? Let's think about it using the elimination principle. Weekend, definitely not. Everybody is busy with other things. Mondays, I'm not sure about you, but you have all of your planning calls. You're just trying to get as much done as possible. And then Fridays, the mind is absolutely somewhere else for most people. So we have 3 days left: Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And the best time is usually around 9 a.m. Pacific time. And that's because it overlaps with different time zones. Specifically, you have Europe, you have East Coast, and you have West Coast. So my recommendation, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Now, you know when to launch, but is there a way to maximize engagement to make sure that your post has the highest probability of success? The strategy here is very straightforward, but a little manual. Essentially, 3 to 5 days before you want to go live, you want to warm up your LinkedIn account, especially if you're not a very frequent LinkedIn user. LinkedIn is not going to just, show it to everybody. So instead, what we want to do is we want to warm up the account. You want to spend around like 15 to 20 minutes every day going through your feed and liking posts and commenting. It would be the best if you liked and commented on actual posts that are interesting and that are posts from the people that you know. Because when you do go live, then those people that you engage with in the past, they're going to be the first ones to see your post, and they're going to pay you back the favor. They're also going to like your post, they're going to engage with your post. It's a great signal for LinkedIn to start distributing your post to bigger audiences. And then on the day of the launch, 15 minutes before you hit that publish button on the main post, you want to do exactly the same. The next hour or the next 2 hours, you want to be constantly monitoring, and you want to be responding to people's comments, ideally something a little bit more thoughtful or something that will get folks to re-engage or to like the post. Again, the more engagement we have, the better. And I have a surprise for you. I have created a free custom GPT that was trained on 100 viral launch posts, and that will help you write your launch post using all of these principles, using the formula and using the best methods out there. I'm going to leave the link to it down in the description. And of course, writing your launch post is only a piece of the puzzle. You have the second part, which is the video, and arguably a more important component. If you need help with the video, with distribution, influencer marketing, consider working with my company called Represent. We've done some of the most successful launches in the Silicon Valley that have gotten millions of views, investor rounds closed, and of course, publicity. I'm also going to leave the link to it down below. I'll see you later. Cheers.